Have you ever wondered what your urine says about your health? We usually think of urine tests as routine, something you do before a doctor visit and forget about later. But what if I told you that your urine can silently reveal whether your kidneys are getting damaged, long before any symptoms appear? That's where the 24-hour urine protein test comes in. It's one of the most powerful tools doctors use to check how well your kidneys are really working. Because here's the truth. Kidney disease doesn't make noise. It creeps in slowly, quietly, and by the time you start feeling something, it's often too late. So today, let's understand what exactly the 24-hour urine protein test is, how it's done, what the results mean, and most importantly, how it can help protect your kidneys before damage becomes permanent. Let's start with the basics. Your kidneys are like super efficient filters. Every minute, they clean your blood, remove waste, and send out what your body doesn't need, in the form of urine. But here's the catch. While they filter out waste, they hold back the important stuff, like proteins, especially one called albumin. Proteins are big molecules, and in a healthy kidney, they don't pass through those filters. But when the kidneys are damaged by diabetes, high blood pressure, or inflammation, those filters become leaky. And that's when protein starts leaking into your urine. This condition is called proteinuria, and it's one of the earliest warning signs of kidney disease. Now you might ask, why do we need to collect urine for 24 hours? Why not just test it once? Good question. Because the amount of protein in your urine isn't constant. It changes throughout the day. It can vary with what you eat, how active you are, your hydration, even your posture. So if we take just one random sample, it might miss the real picture. That's why the 24-hour urine protein test is considered the most accurate. It measures the total amount of protein you lose in an entire day. So, how do you actually do this test? It's simpler than it sounds, but accuracy depends on following the steps carefully. You'll be given a large, clean container from the lab, usually with a preservative inside. On the day of the test, start in the morning. When you wake up, don't collect your first urine. Just flush it away. From that moment onward, collect every single drop of urine for the next 24 hours. During the day, evening, night, everything, including the first sample of the next morning. Keep the container tightly closed and in a cool place, preferably in the refrigerator, to prevent spoilage. It's important not to skip even one sample, because if you do, your results might not reflect the real amount of protein your kidneys are leaking. Think of it like recording your heart rate only once during the day. You could easily miss the peaks and lows. Once the collection is done, you take the container back to the lab. They'll mix it, measure the total volume, and test how much protein it contains. Now comes the most crucial part: interpreting the results. Normally, a healthy person loses less than 150 milligrams of protein in 24 hours. That's a tiny amount. Your kidneys are doing a great job of keeping the good stuff inside your blood. If it's between 150 and 500 milligrams, that's considered mild proteinuria, something to watch closely. Between 500 milligrams and 3 grams, that's moderate. Your kidneys are definitely under stress. And if it's more than 3 grams per day, that's called nephrotic range proteinuria, a strong signal that something is seriously wrong. When protein loss is that high, it usually means the filters in your kidneys, called glomeruli, are leaking badly. This happens in diseases like diabetic nephropathy, hypertension-related kidney damage, glomerulonephritis, or lupus nephritis. But remember, one abnormal test doesn't always mean permanent kidney failure. Your doctor will usually confirm it with other tests, like serum creatinine, eGFR, or urine albumin to creatinine ratio. These give a fuller picture of how your kidneys are performing. If protein levels are persistently high, your doctor might adjust your medications, especially for blood pressure and diabetes. They may also recommend lifestyle changes like cutting down salt, drinking enough water, avoiding unnecessary painkillers, and limiting protein intake if needed. Sometimes, specific kidney diseases require steroids or immunosuppressive medicines, but those decisions depend entirely on your diagnosis. So, if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, swelling in your legs or face, or a family history of kidney disease, talk to your doctor about this test. It's simple, non-invasive, inexpensive, and it could literally save your kidneys. Remember, you can live without one kidney, but not without both. So don't wait for symptoms, because by the time they appear, the damage may already be done.